Hi, everybody. Ange has the case of the giggles, so I'm starting the show today.
Drunk. I'm not actually.
You're not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
But now I've opened it. You can take over.
I had trouble. It took like 6 or 7 takes. I think
this is only take 5.
Well, yes, but it's no. I think. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It took a while, and I had the giggles. I was struggling. But that's okay. Let me talk about who we are and what we're doing here. This is David Gane, and I'm Angie Cunios, and we are Cunios and Gane.
Our books are off.
But I'm going to grab
shot.
them.
Okay.
I might be leaning.
Okay, you're not even in the shot
I'm
anymore.
in the shot now.
Okay, so we are the authors of Along Comes a Wolf and Shepherd's Watch.
And soon to be released.
Wolf in Shepherd's Clothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got it. We know the title
We
of our
figured it
book.
out. And it's a purple cover and bloop, there, I shot it up on the screen because I'm awesome that way.
It's magical.
Yeah.
So what are we? We are writers of YA mysteries. We are partners in writing crime. I did it.
You did it.
I always struggle with that combination of words.
Do you really?
Well, the last couple I have.
Really?
Don't you remember making fun of me?
No.
Oh, well.
I only remember you dropping my name. That's the only thing. Okay, I got to move past that.
I might drop it again, and then we'll be there again. Huh? Not
Okay.
on purpose. So that's who we are.
She's got her cheat notes over.
Over there. Way
so.
over there. So we're here to answer questions about writing, collaborating, life, and things we love. Let's go to things we love.
Is that... Oh, one of the things. Okay,
Yeah.
so this week we are drinking... What is it called? What's it say?
It says Parenteau's, and sorry if I mispronounced that. Parenteau's Prairie... Parenteau's? It's French.
Parenteau's.
Parenteau.
I know that's not even... I'm not French, so I shouldn't even
Parenteau.
speak. Okay, Prairie Berry
Herbal Tea. And
where's it from?
Langham, Saskatchewan.
Cool.
I bought it at a gas station because Saskatchewan is cool that way. And if anyone is here, have been here, passed through here, gas stations are so much more than gas because they have so many cool things in them. Absolutely, I love them.
But you and I have stopped at a gas station. I bought a set of funnels, right? Mm-hmm. Remember?
Yeah.
I bought that for the house.
Yeah, they have these shelves with cool things. So I walked in, and this is local tea. And the young woman at the counter said, if you're looking for local stuff, and she had a basket of homemade beef jerky on the counter. We ate it on our drive home. I bought beef jerky too, but that's not our thing.
And you're sick, so that's the other reason you have the tea.
And it's actually, there's a tea time thing in our books.
Yeah,
so,
because all of you are fans of our books and have read all our books.
Yes, you have.
And if you haven't, you should buy the books.
Yes, you should. And in case you're not aware, there's more than one. Our numbers in our stock room, I'm pointing because the stock room is that way, say that we've sold quite a few Along Comes a Wolf. Thank you very much. But Shepherd's Watch, which is numero dos in that situation, there's a lot of. So if you've bought Along Comes a Wolf, you should come and get Shepherd's Watch. Yes, you should.
Not here. Just
why not?
Buy it.
Come ring the doorbell sequentially.
No, don't stop.
Okay, don't do that.
Buy it from Chapter.
I'm sick.
McNally's. Order it online
which is
at
why
shop.cuniosandgane.com.
You can get it there.
Well, and we may have some deals coming up, but
and signed copies.
Yeah,
and all
you get
sorts
signed.
Of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome. Also, because I am sick, I have this Wendell Estate's Honey.
I don't think it even focuses on you there. I think you have to hold it here.
Okay.
Okay.
It is.
You do know. Okay.
I know.
Like I totally am fine. Wendell coming into our house and bringing his honey, but
I work with Kyla Wendell.
Oh, okay.
McIntyre.
Well, and if for those of you who don't know, I'm from a family of beekeepers.
Yes. Where's your honey, Dave?
Well, that isn't around. But my cousins still are making honey.
Hi, cousins.
Well, my
cousins, you should send honey for these sick moments.
And we'll promote it on the show.
But for now, I had to grab what was in my cupboard, and it was local honey, which I am all about. And so I'm waiting for the cousins to step up.
I've been told last week that if I wanted it, I could just take out a pail, go to the honey farm, and pick it right up and get it. So
let's do that.
Okay.
And we could do a video about it.
But I think we have to wait till the summer is the plan.
Because the bees are sleeping.
Yeah, and it's all, the honey is solid. But anyways.
Okay. So there we go. Those were our two things that we love. Well, I don't know if Dave loves it.
Yeah. I'm not a tea fan. It's nice. It smells really lovely. It's not the kind that makes me sick, so that's even better.
There's no tea in here.
No, it's all
like
flowers
berries,
and herbs
blueberries, choke cherries, cranberries, currants, raisins. It's like basically, I don't know, salad. Fruit salad, hibiscus flowers, rosehip.
Just caught that joke.
And natural flowers. I can't read.
Natural flowers?
Natural flowers.
Okay.
Langham.
So yeah. Thank you very much for that.
Status of book 3.
We have, as of yesterday, we officially sent it to the printer, which is wonderful. So we're supposed to get a proof back in the next... hopefully in about a week or a little under. And then we have to go through that and just make sure it looks good and everything, because we should be beyond the point of proofing and errors and stuff. Although I'm thinking I'm going to make you look at it, because
I have to read the whole thing. Let's just hang on, I'm going to interrupt you.
Okay.
Big shout out to David.
And my wife.
And his wife,
and
my
Heather,
sister, and Heather, our publisher.
And Brian, our proofer.
Our proofer.
Yeah.
Because... while I was gallivanting in the mountains and getting sick and hurting my back.
all the time.
This is why I have partners. I'm a horrible human.
Make them do all the work while you have fun. Okay.
They worked their tails off, just polishing a few things that needed. We won't go into the details of that situation, but
it was a lot.
Yeah.
And it was amazing how much. Like, I talk about this to aspiring writers, everything like that, and the amount of times you can look at a piece of your writing and think it's good and then find mistakes, and I think we had the discussion yesterday, Heather and I, where it was, we know we're sending it off and we're pretty sure somebody is going to open up the book in, say, a couple of months and be like, oh, by the way, did you notice this error right there? And it'll be a glaring error, and it always happens. We've had it on all our books.
However,
it happens.
However, I remember reading, I'm not going to name names, but there were 2 books when we started publishing and like working towards this.
I remember you having this moment.
Yeah, and I was like, here is a professional book on the shelf that has been worked through by a big publishing house, and all the experts have gone through it, and there are 2 mistakes, 2 of them, right? So as hard as we try to bring out a perfect product with no errors, it's like that little zit on your face. Sometimes you get
and then you have to like turn away from the camera so that no one notices it.
Sit on the right side. So, and of course we're doing our very best. Mm-hmm. And we love hearing, I almost think it should be like a prize if you find it and you get a hold of us first.
Didn't we originally had something like that where
I think that was our first book.
Yeah, we were going to give away a book or a future book, and then I don't know if it ever
Nobody
happened.
Ever found any mistakes.
Well, people found mistakes, but we had already found the mistakes or something. I don't remember.
But so
if you're missing out on a book, I'm sorry. We suck.
We don't suck. You don't suck either. But I guess it's a preemptive warning that you might find a mistake, and that's okay, because sometimes that happens, right?
Yeah.
And we do our best to do our best work, right?
It happens.
Is this our best work? Yeah.
I think so.
Yes.
It was feeling shaky, and now I'm really, really excited about it. I'm really excited sharing it. And Kate, my wife, is our first reader. We caught her off guard on some stuff, so I'm really happy.
That was exciting.
I'm trying to underplay anything.
Yes.
So I was really happy about that. And she's not a very reactive person.
No, she's pretty steady.
Yeah,
why she works on the cardiac unit.
So that was nice. But then, of course, she did spoil it to the kids.
Did she?
Oh yeah, she blurted out everything, and then she got in trouble from
she's such I think that's right. I messaged that. I was like, she's such a conservative person with her words. And she's conservative with her words.
So anyways.
So that's book 3.
Book 3's and then book 4. Now that book 3 is kind of out the door for a bit, I think we're gonna be able to focus a bit more on book 4.
Yeah.
Get kind of really moving through that. We're a little behind, but
well, yeah.
Honestly, I'm not wanting to rush it. We've got our calendar up there, so
that's why
we always look at the calendar
it's
of
daunting.
all our things
Look
to do.
at me.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That's where we're at with book 3.
Book 4.
Book 3 and book 4.
Yes. And, we're starting to get prepped for doing promotions and book readings and book signings and everything like that. So if you are interested in us coming out to your town, your place, whatever, you have a little community of people who are really interested in our books, let us know, get a hold of us, because we are really looking for places to go and come visit. So we love doing promotion. We like getting out and talking to people and our readers. So absolutely, send us a message. Okay, so we are moving on to the main section of our show, which is
the Q&A.
What's in the magic satchel?
This is a thing now.
Yeah, I just ripped it out of your hands.
It's okay. I actually put my hand in there and I was like, I don't want to pick. I'm going to let Dave pick.
And know what's sad is we threw away. So last week's episode was the lost episode. I'm actually a little paranoid that this is going to become a lost episode too. So we'll see what happens, right? Because our 7.1 episode was shorter, so we didn't have the issues. Hopefully we aren't going to have the issues today. I'm
funny that our 40-minute episode was totally fine.
Yeah.
Right?
Weird.
Totally weird.
Okay. So anyways, we're gonna see. Oh, the 40-minute episode didn't have the mic. That was our reasoning why.
Kay.
Yeah, the mics have been our problem.
Question time.
Okay, question time. When you're deep into a section of your work, the vibe is intense. Can it be as intense as a relationship?
I don't understand the question. I feel like I'm in marriage counseling.
Okay, so we're deep into a section of our work, right?
Yeah.
It's whatever. Whatever. The vibe is intense.
Yeah.
Okay? Do you feel the intensity of this vibe?
Totally. Who wrote this question?
I feel like it was you when we were first coming up with ideas, but who knows? We don't have a name on there.
We don't have a name.
Can it be as intense as a relationship?
Yes.
Why? Explain. Respond.
Well, I think that when you're working super hard towards something...
Is it... okay, first of all, is it an intense relationship with the work, or is it an intense relationship with, dealing with each other?
Both.
Okay.
I think it is, because when you're building something that you care about and love, that's intense if you want it to be a good thing, a good product, a good book, a good story. So, yeah, I think that it's an intense relationship with the product. When I don't know if you know this about me, but sometimes when I paint a picture, I talk to it.
Okay.
Not like in a kooky way, but it's, I remember there's one very specific painting I have of a woman. It's a woman's back and she's pouring water down it. And I talked to her through the whole painting. So it was this relationship with the work of art that I had. And it was like, some of it was verbal, some of it was in my head. And maybe people don't experience creative process like that. But I think that when I work on this too, and I'm writing a story, it's pretty intense if I want to get into the zone.
The book?
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sometimes if I'm pausing on a moment, it might be, okay, Tony, what would you do here, buddy? So I do dialogue a little bit like that. Okay. And then with you, we've often joked about, he's rolling his eyes, people. We often joke about it being very relationship-like. Well, It is a relationship, but very marriage-like in some ways, because we have to figure out how to have conversations about maybe difficult conversations, or how to negotiate the things we want, or you want to propose something to a certain part of the story. So I think that when it's intense and the story is kind of moving along at a kind of a high level, I think that affects everybody. I might be wrong. That's my take. What are your thoughts?
I know it's intense, or else we wouldn't get into the arguments we do.
Don't fight a lot.
This book 3 has been...
Oh, it's been
been more challenging.
Okay. It has been. And you know what? that little paragraph that you added at the top of the acknowledgements?
Yeah.
That was great.
Even though you fought me for getting it in.
I was like, well, isn't our thank you quite long? And then you said, I really want this as a note
for myself.
Dave. And as soon as you said that, I was like, yes, sold.
Okay.
So it was challenging. And
that's the acknowledgements. Imagine the story.
Oh my God.
I do find it intense. I don't know if I talk to the writing, but when I'm writing, my head's right into it, head down, and I don't like to be disturbed.
Oh yeah, no, you made a comment about somebody who disturbed you.
Yeah,
once.
and we won't get into that.
Well, it's private, but yeah.
Yeah. And I also think it's kind of petty, but for my side, but that's a totally side.
I get it though. When you're in a zone,
yeah,
I get it. You don't want to be
interrupted,
no,
and everything like that. And I was also not giving any indications. Actually, you know what? It's not a story I should bring up. It's the yeah. You know what? I'm going to move on.
He's moving on.
But I do think that there are a lot of those situations where people interrupt a person's space because you're there to do something else. You don't want to be harassed and interrupted.
Yes, which reminds me of a hilarious article I read, and the heading was, dudes, if the girl's wearing her headphones, don't start talking to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And because it's like, maybe the headphones are in because you don't want to be talked to, right? You're not
okay, this is actually the story that I was avoiding, which was, this was told to me by somebody else, and I won't give the trail back.
Sure.
But it was a woman was at the gym. This guy saw this happen, where a guy went up to her and was like trying to talk to her, and she was ignoring him, and she had headphones in, and he went, oh no, and pulled it out, and she looked at him, and then was like, nope, put her headphone back in, and he went and did it again. So, but then a really big buffed lady came over and was like,
excuse me, sir.
Yeah, basically humiliated him, and he left. So
that's not acceptable.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I have to tell you.
And I don't understand how guys think that they can do that. Okay, we are so sidelined. It doesn't matter.
Quick, I don't go to the gym, but when I used to go to the gym, I would wear the headphones and tuck the end into my pants. And not have music. Because I wasn't there to like visit. I was there to like work. Yeah. So I wanted it to look like...
Oh, I do that when I'm working. Sometimes I'll turn off the headphones.
So you can focus.
So I can just kind of like not have the music in my head. But yeah, I keep the headphones in just to keep people out.
And that's all about getting into the zone, whatever your zone is.
Yeah.
Right? And that's a whole other conversation. But anyhow,
that's intense vibe relationship answer right there.
Yes. We're going to do another question?
Yeah.
Ooh, look at us go.
Oh. Well,
sure, why not?
We'll throw one last. Ooh.
That's weird.
Oh.
Do you think
your female characters are properly represented? Women are very motherly?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know whose question this is?
Whose?
Do you want to know whose it is?
No.
You don't want to know? Okay.
No, but you wrote this, right?
I wrote it, but it's not my question.
But you heard it from someone else?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Do you think your female characters are properly represented?
You're a guy. What do you think, Guy?
Oh, God, don't ask me this.
I know the answer.
I think we can always do better. That's what my answer is.
That's a great answer. I concur.
I think, and I don't know if it's okay. Sorry, so the first book, You Know My Feelings. You
were sick of hurting teenage girls.
Yeah, and we had to move away from that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think that they could be a bit more complex. I don't know if any of our characters are overly complex. I think, Tony and Charlie are probably the most.
Yes.
Charlie especially.
Yes.
But yeah, I would. I honestly think that once the series is done, we kind of moved on. We may discover those stories. Yeah. Better. But. Yeah, no, I book one really did. It made me say, okay, no more of that. Let's move on. And we've been asked this out in public in book discussions.
Right, and part of the cool and our answer, at least when we did our book to film pitch, and they had challenged us on the whole representing women. The great thing about being a duo is I'm a girl and he's a guy. So we can address the genders from a very equitable position. Right? So, yeah, unfortunately, there were some girls in distress in book 1. Not good. We also have a very strong leading female detective. The mom of Tony is a very strong woman. Like, we know who rules the roost in that house. Right? So, there's these different, and then we have some...
It's a balanced relationship between Ben and
right, but
Tia.
they have different roles.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And she does present as a very strong person,
no,
right?
absolutely.
It's, and then even some of our bad guy females, they're strong.
Yeah.
Right? So I think that they are all, I'm thinking, my thoughts are up in my brain.
Yeah. And also we're trying to not
give away
things that we know that no one knows.
Right.
So
I think that we could, I agree with you, we could always do better in terms of any character and how we present them. I mean, we have the blessing of working through Tony and Charlie over 5 books, where some characters are done at the end of a book, right?
Yeah.
So you only get to know them that far anyhow. But I'm actually pretty proud of them. Well, particularly Detective Gekas, who isn't very motherly at all, I don't think. She's just strong alpha female.
Yeah.
So...
And I do find that I really like that I have you, right?
I like that I have you too.
And my wife gives a lot of feedback on these kind of things, even though she doesn't think she does. But also having Heather, like I love having the strong female team.
That's awesome.
To push me away from stupid things or whatever, and and I don't think, honestly, half the time I'm like, no, I don't want to do that, and you're like, no, let's go that direction.
Quick anecdotal story.
No, let's be careful with this.
Years ago when we were script writing, may I continue?
Yes, I know where you're going with this, but
Dave called his wife to let her know that there was a terrible scene we wrote it was my idea, and he wanted Kate to know that,
with a female in there, in peril.
Female in peril, that it was my idea. He's like, I have nothing to do with this. It's all your sister. So that's where you're coming from a position of really being a kind human and not wanting to, fall into that misogynistic experience, right? Which is really good.
I worry about that every day.
Right. Fair enough. I mean, right? I that's a good for you. It's a good worry. Right?
I'm probably I also think that it comes from just, stupid things in the past. I'm like, oh, why did I do that or whatever, right?
Sure.
And so trying to be better, right?
Always trying to be better.
Anyhow, I'm defending myself, so
that's okay. You don't need to.
Okay.
You don't.
Anyways, but yes, I want to see strong female characters. I really want to see a strong female protagonist in a future book at some point. We've played with ideas about that. We've had strong female protagonists in our scripts in the past.
Yeah, we have. So, absolutely.
And ones that, I like the gray areas where they're not like angels and they're not, the devils.
Right. There's like that real human
quality,
flawed characters. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be nice. All right, we're way over our time, so
that's okay. I have a couple things.
Wrap up. Reflection.
Can I do a shout out to 2 young women in Calgary?
Okay, let's do this. This is what I would like to do.
Oh,
because you want to do that. I think we should do like viewer of the week, shout outs to people, stuff like that.
Because we actually had a viewer who wanted to be in our studio audience.
Yeah, and we're going to get you in the studio audience. We just got to figure this out. It's not a very big space. We'll try. It'll be intimate. I'm going to get you to take a photo and show what that side is.
Like right now?
No, not right now. At the end of the thing.
Like I'm on it.
Yeah, you're like, let's do it. Okay. So yeah, I think we should have like a viewer shout out at the end.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that idea. Okay, cool.
Okay. So my shout out.
My shout out is
Premier
to
shout outs.
Annika and Shreya, who are young adults in Calgary. Beautiful young women, really smart, and I don't stay in contact with them as much as I would like to, but we have a very strong impact on each other. So ladies, the shout outs to you. This episode number 8. Keep being awesome, and thank you for reading the book.
Wow, awesome. Books of the week.
Speaking of books, my book of the week, The Red Tent. which...
Didn't we talk about this?
Oh my God, I love this book.
Didn't we talk? Okay, anyways.
I
think this is from the Lost episode.
I didn't bring this one.
No, not that you brought it, but I think you talked about it.
Oh, maybe.
As a teenager?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, I just discovered this. I've had it for a while.
Okay.
This book was it takes place in biblical times.
Hold it up higher.
It takes place in biblical times. And getting my arm out of the way. It takes place in biblical times. I said that like 4 times. And it starts with these women and how they come together during their moon cycle in this red tent. But it follows the story of one woman named Dina. And it is an excellent book. And it's kind of the biography, the story of her life. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up after I've had it for a long time is a friend of mine, Amanda Hack, in case you watch this video, said that they've made it into a movie. Now, we all know book to film is a challenge, and I am such a visual reader. I read and I picture everything. And so I was a little bit worried and that when I saw this on Netflix that I would be like, they didn't do the book justice. Good for you. You did the book justice. I'm talking ugly cry, like every...
Is it called The Red Tent?
It's called The Red Tent, and it's a 2-episode series. Like there's 2 parts because they couldn't tell the story.
Is it still on there?
Yeah, it is currently on there. The actors were outstanding. Minnie Driver, is that right? She's one of the women. It's just told so well, and the performances are so powerful, and I was a weeping puddle. It was excellent. So they did book to film, good job. And book, excellent. There's my book of the week.
Okay. I went with The Powers of Two by Joshua Wolf Shank. And I wanted you to read this. I don't know if I ever got you to read this book.
You told me that you wanted me to read it.
Yeah.
I should read it.
So it's about collaboration, partnerships. They talk a lot about Lennon McCartney, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, like Theo and Vincent Van Gogh, just all these different
amazing partners.
Yeah, and how come they work together and just breaking it down. And I read this I think 2-3 years ago, so I don't remember the specifics of it, but I was when it came to what is the book of the week, that's the one I decided to choose.
Choose. We're doing great, Dave. We're doing
there.
Awesome.
Well, hopefully it's gonna last. Where to find us, Ange?
www.cunosandgane.com. Pow.
Where do you buy our books from, Ange?
Shop.cunosandgane.com.
Shop.cunosandgane.com. Yeah, very good. And we're hoping to maybe throw some other merchandise up there. So if you're interested in merchandise, let us know if you actually are.
Can I do one more shout out?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like,
no.
Sure.
So my friend Mike Park purchased the book, Along Comes the Wolf.
Yes.
And he wrote such a beautiful, I'll share it. I'm going to share it on Instagram. He put it on Instagram and tagged us. He wrote a post and he shared it. And he was just kind of that perfect example of when you are supporting your friends or artists and you believe in what they're doing, you put it out there and you let all your people know. So last week when I was like, smash that like button, pound that like button, share the love, do those things. And he's such a good example of it. So his post will be up on Cunos and Gane Facebook. It will be it's already up on Instagram, and we're going to put it on Twitter.
Wow.
Yeah, because
you're doing all this, right? Because I'm lazy. I don't want to do
Oh my God, you're not lazy. He's not lazy. So, you can find us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. YouTube.
SoundCloud. We do this now as a podcast. We do it as that, which also shows up on iTunes. If you have a favorite way to listen to podcasts, let us know, because if we're missing you out, I want to know so I can share it on there. So, absolutely, let us know.
Send us your questions.
Yes.
And you might be our viewer of the week. You could sit in this tiny little space with us and send us a question or a request at #AskCunosandGane.
Yeah.
That's it. #CunosandGane. And
Twitter and Facebook. And that's it. We're done.
Number 8.
Awesome. In the can. Hopefully it all syncs up, and
Right.
if
If
you're
not, see you
seeing this,
tomorrow.
congratulations. Yeah, I was going to ask. All right. Thank you
care.
again. Have a good
Bye.
week. Bye.